Greetings, dear friends. Bluey and Dingo are with you as always, and today we are going through the Escape the Carnival of Terror obby.
Today we have to get out of the abandoned carnival and escape from the crazy clown. For this, we need to find a way out.
But before the video starts, I ask you to subscribe to the channel, like it, and click on the bell so as not to miss the release of new episodes.
In the first test, we just have to go through a small parkour, jumping to the finish line across a long lava lake, jumping onto small brick islands that look more like a toilet tank than bricks.
In fact, they look more like your granny's panties. After sleep, these bricks do not look like toilets at all. They are more like cabinets standing near the bed, on which light bulbs also hang, and there may also be a clock on them, or phone charger.
I advise you not to disturb me, but the next test will be to walk through a thin sewer pipe and not fall into a huge lake of lava, which will instantly melt you into dust.
Do not forget that you still need to jump on large, inflatable balls of red, blue, and green colors. By the way, it is from these lights that the picture on the phone is obtained. Thanks to this, you are watching us.
Really? I thought that before sale, phone screens are covered with watercolor paint so that you can distinguish colors. It's like a film on a phone. And by the way, a film on a phone is superior to glass on a screen in all respects.
And I ask you, don't touch this fire.
If you hadn't opened your mouth, I would have passed this test with my eyes closed, and now I have to go through it again. And by the way, why are there fires coming from the sewer pipes? Water flows through the sewer. How could there be fire there? Can you explain this to me?
I'm not interested in this. You better pass this test. Be careful on the shadow of thin tubes. You will have to jump on them like on those brick toilets, although this is not a toilet. But by the way, what is it? It still seems to me that they tore out a piece of the wall from a brick house.
It seems to me that these are brick cabinets that stand next to the bed, or it looks like a big closet in which you can put everything your heart desires. You can even hide your grandmother's panties there, wet, wet, warm.
Be careful not to fall into these tubes. They stand vertically. This thin lattice can break at any moment, and we will fall into a deep fog in which nothing can be seen.
There was no way we could fit in there, because our diameter is several times larger than the diameter of this tube. In my opinion, a bowling ball would fit in there. Although no, it wouldn't fit in there. The maximum that could fit in there would be a golf ball or squirrel eyeball.
Well, I'll ask you to subscribe to the channel, like it, click on the bell, and tell your friends about our channel. I believe that they will like it because you, the viewer, liked our channel. Write your opinion in the comments. I will definitely read and like your comment. Your opinion is very important to me. My name is Bingo and I am a toilet. Yes, you heard right. I am a toilet on my own, in person. And I have my own story that I want to tell you about. Once I was hired at one of the famous sanitary ware factories. I was created from high-quality ceramic material and was proud of the look. A classic white toilet with a round bowl. Soon, I was sent to the store, and now I was already standing on the shelf, waiting for my buyer. But the days passed, and I was never bought. I stood on the shelf and watched as one by one my neighbors were carried away. Other toilets of different types and shapes. There were modern toilets with a bidet function, toilets with a flask seat, even toilets with unusual bowl shapes. And I remained on the shelf, gathering dust and dreaming of finally being bought. And then one day, the day came when I was finally chosen. I was bought by a kind old grandfather who said he liked my classic shape and reliability. He installed me in his home and looked after me with care every day. I became his favorite corner of the bathroom. But some time passed, and grandfather decided to update the bathroom. He started looking for a new toilet to replace mine, and then I learned that there are toilets that can wash and dry themselves and even change color depending on their mood. I was overcome with a feeling of envy. Why can't I be like that? But my grandfather eventually decided to keep me and said that for him, I was not just a toilet, but a kind of talisman. He explained that he was used to my appearance and that it would never get old to me. I was very happy with these words and proudly now stand in his bathroom, helping him with his daily activities. So, each toilet has its own history and its fans. And, as it turns out, being a classic white toilet isn't so bad after all. After all, it is not the external shine that is important, but the warmth inside and reliability. And I have this 100%. And here's a story about one of the most ordinary, but at the same time unique objects in our lives. The toilet. Each of us has our own story and our own path. The main thing is to be yourself and not envy others. After all, each toilet is beautiful in its own way.
I want to share with you an interesting story about colorful cars. Once upon a time, in a world where all cars were the same color, a magical paint appeared that allowed them to change their color depending on the mood of their owner. This paint was so powerful that all the cars that came under its influence became colorful and bright. I, Dingo, was one of the first who decided to apply this magical paint to my car. My car, named Red, was an ordinary gray sedan, but after the transformation, its color began to change from red to green, and at some points even to blue. I was delighted with this new look for my car, and decided to travel around the country to show everyone how beautiful, colorful cars can be. Along the way, I met other car owners who also decided to apply the magic paint to their cars. Soon there were fewer gray and black cars on the roads, and more different shades of all colored cars appeared. People smiled and waved as we drove by, enjoying the bright new looks of our cars. However, not everyone was delighted with this change. There were also those who believed that multicolored cars caused chaos on the roads and deteriorated the overall appearance of the city. But we didn't care. We were happy in the new colors of our cars. One day, while I was driving along the road with my friends, we were stopped by the police. It turned out that the owner of the city decided to ban multicolored cars in the city due to his wife's complaint that they spoiled the overall appearance. We were sad and discouraged, but we didn't give up. We decided to fight for our right to choose the color of the car. We started collecting signatures from other car owners and asking local residents for help. Our protest became popular, and soon the city owner was forced to lift the ban on multicolored cars. We were happy, and the winners of this struggle for our right to self-expression. Since then, colorful cars have become an integral part of our roads, and each car owner could choose the color of his car depending on his mood. Me, Dingo, and my car Red continued our journey across the country, delighting everyone we met along the way with bright colors and positivity. And so, my car and I became symbols of freedom of expression and joy on the roads, showing everyone that colorful cars can be beautiful, stylish, and attractive.
My name is Blue, and I live in the wonderful world of Roblox. This is a world where everyone can become whatever they want and where the possibilities are endless. I started playing Roblox a few years ago and have been hooked on the game ever since. I have my own character that I created and developed every day. My story started when I just started playing Roblox. I was a newbie and didn't know anything about the game world. I wandered around different worlds trying to figure out how everything worked. I met other players who helped me figure things out. They shared tips and tricks, and thanks to them, I became stronger and smarter. Roblox has many game worlds, each of which is unique and interesting in its own way. I tried myself in every possible genre: shooting games, racing games, platformers, and much more. One day I found myself in a survival world where I had to fight for my life by collecting resources and building a shelter from enemies. It was exciting and exciting! I realized that the world of Roblox is incredibly diverse and exciting, and that you can enjoy any type of game here. Over time, I became an increasingly experienced player and began to try my hand at creating my own worlds. I learned that Roblox allows you to create your own levels, games, and even entire servers. It was incredibly exciting. I spent my days and nights trying to create something amazing that other players would enjoy. My levels received more and more attention and positive feedback, which gave me motivation and inspiration to continue creating. One day I learned about tournaments and competitions in Roblox. It was a great opportunity to show off your skills and abilities, compete with other players, and win prizes. I took part in several tournaments and was even able to take prizes. It was an incredible experience that made me strive for new heights and improve my skills even more. Over time, I became one of the most famous and respected players in the Roblox world. I was invited to various events and activities where I could meet other talented players, share experiences, and inspire others to be creative. I created my own levels and games that brought joy and satisfaction to many players. My life in Roblox became bright and rich thanks to my passion for games and desire to develop. And although the game world of Roblox may seem virtual, for me it became a real home, where I found friends, inspiration, and the opportunity to be myself. I believe that Roblox is not just a game, it is a whole world that opens up endless possibilities for us and the opportunity to be whoever we want.